Good morning, it's Pink Sniper Chick, and today I'm going to be doing a little bit of theory testing on doors. I have played it quite a number of times now. I've gotten to door 50, 51, not through 51, but to 51 once, and I got to 41 last night, I think it was, maybe 40, 41. Wherever it is that seek gets you. I think I almost reached 41. Anyway, I have a few theories, things that I've noticed about the game. If you have watched my other videos in the Fortnite creative um, subject, then you'll know that I like to nerd out on some of these things because I think that there is a strategy on some of these games that will help us to get through it. And I enjoy breaking that strategy down and figuring it out for myself. It's almost like a puzzle in and of itself. So I'm going to be testing a couple of things. I want to know just how random the loot is. And I'm also wanting to test the orb. There's an orb behind door 4, I believe it is. It is not always there, and I'm trying to determine, and I'm not going to be reading the comments because I don't want you to tell me if you already know the answer to this. This is something I want to figure out myself. And to me, it's not as fun to, have all of the answers. This is what is fun to me, figuring it out. So please don't tell me. And for those of you who do like to have a tutorial, you can use this as news you can use. I'm assuming if you watch this type of video, because I'm very specific in the way that I label my video so that you know what you're going to get. If I don't really know what I'm going to get, it's going to be just a real general one. So I'm just here to play. But otherwise, if I'm doing something specific, then I do list it in the description. Sometimes if I have room in the subject, but I do list more information about the game itself so people will know what is this game, where can I find it. Okay, so that's what I'm going to test out. Now, because, and this is the way that theory testing works, we're going to get into a little bit of science, or this is more on the social science. This is not, uh, you know, this is social science. We're observing. We are going to check every um, nightstand, desk, anything that usually gives us loot. Now, last night it wasn't showing up. So if you watch the video just prior to this one, you'll notice that every time that I checked a, nightstand, nothing showed up. It also didn't show up once Rush had gone through and it came up and showed the where it was giving XP for having completed that. I'm not sure why that was. I think it was just a glitch for that particular game. We're going to see when we go in this time if that glitch is still in place. So we're going two doors. This is island code 332161935191. Now, you may be able to see that if your screen's big enough, but if you're playing on a small device, you may not be able to see that code as well. That's why I'm reading it. So, creator, and this is the way it shows on this graphic, R33VV, but there are others involved, and there is now a new spelling for that. I believe there are three threes and three V's, like R333VVV, and the partner, which is the primary when you look when we go in the game, and I'll show you that, is capital I dot capital N dot capital I dot capital N dot. That's 4 letters there. I wasn't repeating myself. Okay, so we're going to go in and test this out. I'm going to be testing the loop because, like I said, I think there may be a connection either between loop time and orb or just time. And so I am intentionally going to get caught so that I can go back. But then once I feel like I have um, figured that out, then we will move on. And my goal is to get back to that door 51 because I believe I've cracked the code. Okay, okay. So, um, I am playing. Oh, did that say? I think I had already said it to private. I hope so. We're about to see. I'm wanting to play this alone. This is whenever I'm testing, I like to be alone because it can interfere with my results. Okay. See, the original game was created by L Splash on Roblox, and this Redibles QW apparently that they were a part of the original game. Rev, who is that R333VVV across social media, the room designer, mechanic designer, ININ with the dots in between, remodeler, mechanics designer. You see the people there, Ditto, figure model, and breaker box faces, and Star World 29 evaluator jam music. I wanted to give credit to those people because I've been in this game probably more than most creative games. Good job, guys and gals. I want you to know that this is very well done. Now, it appears that primitives have loaded correctly. Um, I did notice that the primitives were not loading yesterday, and it could be that that was part of the problem. I'm going in without a flashlight. That's going to be part of my test. I want to know just how quick I can find a flashlight. We don't want to do all the waiting. We're just going to go over here. So see, I didn't wait on time. I'm going to check every one that I actually see. Now, there may be some that I miss if it's dark because I don't have a flashlight, okay? But I have been in the game enough that I know that they usually are, around the room. And thank you for, if you were the ones, I don't know if Fortnite fixed it or if you guys fixed it, thank you for fixing not having to crouch and be all on the floor to to be able to open these I'm gonna call them chests because nightstand just takes too long. Okay, so we're here. I had checked every door, and here I am at 4 and no orb. Okay, so let's see. I'm gonna go on through and where am I? See, so dark. Let's go ahead and check, see if I would get a flashlight. Okay, so it is really dark here, and we have light. Now, of course, the light is not as good on this one. We've got our key. I'm still checking. Okay, must just have been a glitch last night with the showing our XP. We could have been getting XP the whole time, but it just wasn't showing up, which was frustrating. I couldn't tell I couldn't hear the door close whenever. Who knows? Maybe it was my system. I don't want to blame everything on Fortnite all the time because sometimes we just have been playing too long and we need to restart our system. So, all right, this is not the one. Yes, it is. Okay, I'm doing this intentionally. Okay, Death by Rush. Okay, I'm going back because I want to now test it. Oh, I hope that goes. Oh, no, no, I do need to go back to the lobby because whenever you go back, you have to check to be sure it's still set to private. If you go straight into the game, it will not set you to private. It's going to set you to public. So always go back to your lobby and go back in if you're wanting to play alone. Okay. Now I am not going to open any of the chests. I'm going straight to the key and I'm going to go quickly to door 4. If the orb is there, I will let it deal as much damage as it can to come back because I want to do it again the same way to see if it's there again. If not, then it's random. If it is there again, then it's possibly time based. So let's see. And the way we test it to see is to do it again. We want to get the same result multiple times. We're going right through. Let's see if we get hit. Okay, see? No hit. So I don't believe that it's time. So it because of that, and it was not there, that eliminates the time. It's set random. So there's no way well, say there's no way. I could go on and see I'm talking and almost got hit. Since I'm this far, I'm going to go ahead and I'm believing that a lot of this is random. So I am not even worrying about a flashlight. I'm just running through, trying to do this by memory. Trust me, that's not necessarily a good thing. Going through. There is no sprinting in this game, by the way. This is the speed in which you can go. Now, you can get a pepper that will allow you to go faster, but I have learned that the pepper will actually slow you down because you have to stop to use it. So, unless you use it before, oops, wrong way. Unless you use it before you step in to wherever you're going, then you are going to get caught. And that's usually what you're running from is seek. And so you would want to do it before then. And I don't know if that would wear off. It's something I could test if you wanted me to test that. Okay, see that? That comes out, says you get out of my way. That was not showing up last night. We're going to stay to the left. Oops, not left there. Stay left, left, left. When you're walking out of this, you want to stay to the left of the wall or you'll get lost in the books. Okay, there's nothing here. Every time I've been down this hall, nothing has come up. So I don't think there's anything set random here. I'm trying to continue doing this with no flashlight. Okay, I'm going to start left door, table by the little bear. Say hello, Ray. Okay, that's a little shout out to Ray, who loves bears. Okay, let's see. I start getting a little foggy here as to when I'm going to run in to rush again, so I think it's 29. Yep, okay, there he is. So we have to go to the door here. I don't think we actually have to go over to the side, but I do. He just kind of creeps me out, you know what I'm saying? He's just super creepy. I leveled up. I think our next threat is actually seek, if my memory serves me right. We go through all the room of eyes. Yep. Remember, I'm just playing through this quickly. Okay, right here's where we're going to encounter seek, and there's nothing you can do about it. Period. This shows he's coming, so you want to turn around and be oriented the right way. I like to start pushing forward and jumping just so that we got to crouch, go through, run, crouch, up, through, left, through door 39, crouch, through 40, crouch, stay to the right, get up, run around these, stay away from the fire. Get through. Oh no, are you serious? Okay. That's the first time I've ever been killed by the fire. And that was actually pretty substantial hits there. So I got pretty close that time. Okay. While I'm here, see, I've got my 25. Go ahead and get my bonus rewards. I'm using this particular skin because it's the only one I have other than Princess Leia, which just didn't feel right given the, the location. So He started laughing right at the time I said that. And because everything is, kind of dark and then red, anything pink or in the darker tones doesn't show up as well. And I want to be sure that it shows up okay whenever we are streaming. Okay, so I'm headed back. This time, I think I'm going to buy a pepper and try to take the pepper before going in to the door where Seek will attack us and or be chasing us to see if I can get through there faster. I really don't know that they benefit all that much, but we will test and see. Okay, I've played the first time I played this morning. I was hit by the orb. The second time, I was not. And there, okay, so this was the third time. This is the fourth time now that we're playing. We can tell what the only way to be able to avoid having to search for peppers is just to go ahead and buy them. See, this is something that's messing up signage. Yeah. Okay, see the primitives are not loading. See the best way to show you is right here. This, see little checker box. That's not supposed to be. It's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like wood. So it's possible that when we check a chest, and I'll check one just to see. Well, it may tell us here at the store. No? Okay. See around the boxes there and there. There's nothing. Let's see. Okay, see? Ah, it did it. Okay, that's good. So it's just visual. So I'm not messing with anything else, and I'm going to keep going through. Okay, so this was the fourth time playing, and no orb. I went through the wrong one, didn't I? I missed my first one. What? Where am I? Now I have myself turned around. Ah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, first door. Ah, just didn't go around the door enough. Did I just kill myself? Which is fine if I did. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that. Oh no! Oh well, it just did take my pepper. But I did want to test something else too. So that's another thing when you're testing theories, you need to finish with one before moving on. Okay, so that was orb 4. So I'm going to test 5. Back to back. Now, if you cannot. Does it know that you're going back to the lobby or loading right back in? I don't think that it matters because it's still doing the same testing. If it's not there again on this one, then I'm not going to test this one anymore on video. This is the orb that I'm talking about. but I will continue on my own to figure that out, and then I'll do a series specifically on it. And don't waste your peppers. If you have purchased peppers, make sure you play it on through. Usually, whenever I am doing my nerd version videos, I do all of this just on my own, my way of thinking things through, processing, trying to figure things out. And then I do just a final video, which I may still do. Um, I only have 14 gold now, so all right. So now I'm just going to play through to see how far I get so I can get more. I'm just going to worry about doors right now. I'm not going to test any of the other. Now I'm going to see if I can get to door 51 again. That's my goal. And we're going to see if this right here, let's see if it's going to hit us. Yep, okay, 5. Hit me twice. If it scares you and you step back, it's going to hit you. It's going to hit you more than twice. So don't be scared by it and just walk on through. Aw. See, I'm not paying attention to these doors. That is the way life works, too. You have to be paying attention. Or you can, using some poor grammar, you can get got. Stay away from red. I've always said, and I've heard it said, red equals dead. I think they say that regarding snakes. But in my opinion, any snake equals dead because I'm probably going to hurt myself. Running, running, running. Crouch. Gives you that little tip. Second door. Second door. Bear. Oh, yeah. Chair. Bear is the next one. Come on. Okay. Sometimes. On PC, that may not be as difficult. I'm on PS5. Okay. Again, I was not paying attention, but at least I did see the picture. Okay. Somehow I'm thinking something at night. Oh, not seeing. Okay, yeah, here's where we stay left. We go out, we stay left. Nothing here. At the time of this recording, I always want to put that in there because, you know, they can decide they want to change it up. And everything you had expected, ooh, really dark. Okay, wanted to test that. A really dark room. Maybe there is a. Nope, doesn't look like it. I was thinking maybe they put a flashlight in a very dark room. I'm not worried about it. Keep going. Remember, my goal is to get to door 51 because I want to test my code out. I've not been reading anything or looking at anything. So something that just tried to figure out. My husband and I were looking at the numbers and okay, so see, I didn't have to be over there. That was kind of a test. Would have been a little sickening if it had hit me, but you know, all in the name of science, right? Eyes, we do that for 3 or 4 rooms. Speaker. Foretelling of seek in this next one. Yeah. Okay. Way away. No, no, no. What? What? Ah! Oh, that was frustrating. I think that was intentional because the thing did come up and give me um, XP for it. I think that that was just to freak us out. It did freak me out. Like, what? No, this is definitely not a time for this not to work. Don't do that to me. I'm just checking because it starts getting, aw, darn. You know what? There, okay, finally got a pepper. Now, this is where, there it is, end of the bed. If you've ever wondered what the pick is for, I believe that it is because of um, people who do not want to. Same thing here. We know we are free when we can move. Okay, so we have guards. And to remind myself of my where'd it go? Okay, there he is. Okay, he only goes that far. You go here, you see you over by the door, back behind these guards, there's one on the left and one on the right. And the one on the right, it's like glitched and he's stuck there. So you're going to get hit whenever you go through. I did, at least. This one here is on the left, is just standing there. So it's blocked by furniture. So you can't go that way. You're not going to be going that way. You have to avoid the one that's straight ahead, right over here, straight ahead there. And then you need to just get past the one that's glitched up on the stairs. You probably, once he hits you, just get in a one of the wardrobe closets and wait for a minute, and then try to make your way over to where we're going to be putting M. It says symbols equal numbers, and it shows the order of 1, 2, 3, and 4. We checking this. We found our number and code. So now we're going to try to get there and put them in. I'm going to go. It looks like he doesn't go down this far. Okay, so running is, I can't tell if I need to run or crouch. Probably crouch at first, and then if, okay, all right, he didn't hit me, but I'm going to crouch. And that one's turning, going away. Okay, I'm going to try to put my, what? Oh man. Oh no, this is not what I thought it was. Oh brother. Okay, oh man. What did it do? Okay, this is not what I thought it was. Okay. It was that. Okay, okay. So this one was 7. Want to see if there was anything over. Okay. 2. Okay, there's a 7, 2. What did the... Okay, so it's going to end in 2. 7. I've got to make my way back over there to get the remainder. I saw other ones that looked like they were sticking out like that. Three. Okay, this is all making sense to me now. Or okay, we are ending up with there are more books than there are options for codes, and they all do give you a a number. Oh, great. I see that red one. Uh-oh, that's not good. That's not good. No, 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 no. That one's a tough one. No, 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 no. No. Okay. Okay. Got through. Got through. Okay. Now I have absolutely no idea what to expect from here because I've never been this far and I have not watched any videos. I like figuring things out myself. So that's why it ends up taking me so long. But in my opinion, for me at least, it is just enjoyable and it plays into the those things are moving around. Watch. Oh, it's just like, oh, this is a puzzle itself. It says move. Oh, great. Oh, great. See, it says move. Ah, okay. So maybe there's a key under one of them. Um, aha. Look at that. Okay, so there's the key to our door. Otherwise, you would have been looking all over the place. But let's just be sure there's nothing else. Okay. All right. That was the only thing they were hiding. if I had kept going with my thought of there's nothing, I'm just wanting to get through as fast as I can, then I would not have noticed that that said move. And some people would have shown that anyway, would have still not seen it because they're not reading the screen, as I obviously wasn't probably the first couple of times. You just get used to it saying to open, so you just assume that it says open. I was assuming it says open. Okay. So there is Rush, and there's a wardrobe there. I think I have to pass him. No, so we can go to the first one. If you're playing with two people, my suggestion would be the first person to pass him and get in the left one, and the second one get in the first, because they're going to be running behind, and they need more time. That was one of the problems that I had playing with other people. Okay. See. Not seeing anything. Just XP. I'm going very slowly. Like, let me double check, triple check, since now I am beyond testing at this point. Seeing, I don't know how many doors there are. I see a key right there. Key right there on the desk. Again, this is maybe a PlayStation thing where things, you have to be in just the right place to be able to open it. So if you're on a console, you may have to play around to get that to show up. Okay. I'm checking the drawers again just to be sure there's not something different. It is saying open this time. XP. I'm not getting anything. I don't see Rush there or there. Okay. See, there's that thing again. It scares me. Oh, it always scares me when it hits. I don't think that there's anything you can do about, that. I mean, knowing it's coming can help, but it still has um, just an automatic response, which is part of what, like I'm using a controller, so it vibrates in the controller, and so the sound and that vibration just has a automatic response, involuntary automatic response, which is part of how our bodies are designed to work. That fight or flight kicks in. In this case, you want to just keep going. Don't stop. I almost stopped. So, okay. This room is super dark. Okay, looks like a vent room. Okay. Let's see. 69. I don't know if there's anything here. Okay. When you get this far and you've never been this far before, taking a little bit of time to look around is definitely in your best interest, because otherwise you have to run through the whole game again. So there in this version of the game, there are no ways to buy another option. In Roblox, there are passes you can buy with your Robux, but that's something you actually have to pay for, and I don't like the pay to play. Um, my son, I noticed where he was doing that with the Roblox version. As a kid, they don't really understand, and so we were not able to continue giving him Robux because of, you know, adults can make that decision. They know those how finances that financial impact works, but kids they do not. So, okay, I don't know. Okay. Again, my first time through, so figuring it out. Okay. There was once I was playing through this and checking all of the chests. I ended up with 4 flashlights and a pepper, I think. And once your slots are full, you can't pick them up. Okay, this is somebody different, and I forget. Is this ambush? I don't know what their names are, and I have to rely on my son for that. So, um, I don't know if you. Okay, and there's the key. Okay, I think there is a wardrobe somewhere in there. The key is right there, but you don't want to go get it yet. So you want to get by it. Is the wardrobe just past him? We're going to have to go. Oh, here it is. I hope I'm doing this right. I've never been this far, so I don't know. Okay. Rebound. Coming back for a second. I survived ambush. Okay. So now we go back. If we had tried to do that, it would have started. I never try it. Whenever you see something up on the wall, my theory is that I never try until that has gone past. And that is learning from um, the previous times of Rush. You had to pass him and get that done first. Once you step inside the door, it is done. So, and it is timed. I don't know what the time is. Um, I've never timed it myself to know, but I understand how the mechanisms work. You set it, so I have no idea what is in this room. And okay, it's one of those again. Again, because I don't know what to expect, I'm double checking these drawers. Okay, we may end up with another seek here. So let's see. Which I may, if seek is here, then this one may be what gets me because I don't know how to get around him. Yeah. Because I don't know what's coming up ahead. See, when you end up taking the long way around, he'll end up catching you. Yeah. Long way around. So I should have gone, I guess, left. I went right. So okay. Well, that was my new high. What was that? Was it door 84? I'm not sure where I left off. Um, I can look back at the video and see. But I at least got beyond door 51. Awesome. And learned a lot in the process. The orb is without question random. Or did we say 5? Was it 5 times the orb came up? Well, it was random because it came up on the 5th, but then when we did it again. I'm going to check on that and I'll get back with you. I don't want you to have to endure me going through that the number of times that would be required to know for a fact that it's not random. That's all in understanding how they use that type of, it's the same kind of um, setup as the same type of reinforcement schedule or punishment schedule in this case that is used in playing slot machines. It's very random. So you can go to a slot machine and you pull and you think you figured it out. Okay, I'm going to pull 100 times and then there's payout. So you stay on that same machine, you pull another 100 times, there's not a payout. It's a random um, schedule. So I'm pretty certain that it's probably a random schedule. And that's set up. I'll have to look at some of those in Creative myself just to see what the options are. And again, this is why I do suggest if you have never played Creative or set up an island, you don't have to create a whole island to be able to understand the way that these creative games work and to be able to learn enough about how all of these little mechanisms work to really be good at these getting through the games quickly, especially if you're a streamer and that is what you enjoy doing on your stream. Go into creative. Don't worry about what the island looks like. Just go through the devices and you will just pull out one of the, just place a device and go through the options and look at all of the options. This is how I learned that in the main Battle Royale game, you want to know how in the world is someone shooting me? How in the world is someone shooting me? Um, it's like they're way across the island. It's because the bots that are loaded in the game, there are bots that make up the remainder of the 99. There may be 54 real players, but there are going to be 100 players, including yourself. So the other 99, there's a certain number of those that will be bots. And some of those are set to high accuracy and they are high accuracy and long distance. 250 meters is the greatest in creative that they can shoot. And if you don't know how far that is, you just try to mark something as far as you can see, and you'll be surprised just how far 250 meters is. You try shooting that yourself, and you will not be able to get it in a lot of cases unless you're really good, have really great vision, and a large screen, and able to have really good resolution. So that was something that I've been able to learn. Just because someone is hitting their target does not necessarily mean that is a real player. It can be a bot set to high accuracy, and there's a lot of different settings like that that have helped me to be a better player and be able to be prepared for what what the game is set up to do, so that I can become a better at accomplishing that. So I hope that you enjoyed this scientific, nerdy version of doors. Um, I will most likely continue on to try to see what I can figure out on how all of these punishment, they're punishment and reinforcement. You have to understand the difference. Punishment doesn't mean the same thing when you're talking about behavior analysis as it does uh, when you're talking about discipline. This isn't about discipline. This is about having the player to understand that this particular response is a will result in something negative happening. Whenever something is taken away, that is a form of punishment in a behavioral perspective, not in a discipline perspective. If I want to increase something that you're doing, then I do reinforcement. If I want to decrease, then it's called punishment. So that is what's happening there. You want to decrease, you stopping. You want to keep going. So you want to get through the door. Do not stop. If you stop, then that's going to keep hitting you. You want to keep the player going forward to the next door. Or actually, in their case, they're probably trying to stop you and until you figure out exactly what's happening here. You're like, oh, okay, I can't stop. I got to keep going. It doesn't matter how good you are. You're going to get hit at least once. If you have a pepper and you know immediately, because you remember, this is a pretty certain it's random. You don't know when you walk through that door, so you would have to have a pepper every single time you play. That means you're going to have quite a bit of gold as you're going through. Otherwise, you're going to get hit twice because that is the number of times that it hits with you going through and you don't let it jar you whenever it does hit you. You just run straight through. Do not go through the orb, go through the side. I don't even know if you can go through the orb, but go over to the side. It's still going to hit you twice. But there are bandages in some of those drawers if you want to use the bandages. But as you see, I played the game all the way through without them. So you just have to be sure if there are any other um, setups like that that are going to take away your health, then you want to be wary and stay away from those. Okay, well, again, if you enjoyed this, please like it, leave a comment, and I'll be watching for another episode of Doors, nerdy version. And if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. I do try to stream Saturday, sometimes Sunday. Today is Sunday, but I do stream usually on every Saturday. And I'm trying to get in more of an ongoing schedule for that. Unfortunately, sometimes life happens, so it doesn't make it. But I do try at some point to stream on Saturday, and like I said, sometimes Sunday. Not always on Sunday, but sometimes. All right. Well, thank you again for watching, and I will catch you next time. Bye.